order more, if you can write to Prime as a coordinator, that email is still valid, you still receive it. And yeah, the report, you can see that was the visit to the Erasmus coordinators and to the international book is given out within welcome days this year and next year, so it will be valid for quite a lot of time. These are all the local countries we have, or we had. You can see all in October or September or even earlier. And as I said already, we had the final conference in Brussels just on Monday with a lot of good feedback. That's already done. We had more than 100 years ended, I think, even. And also the Commission who answered a lot of questions about Prime and about the Erasmus program. That's pretty much it about Prime. Maybe for the future, it was once decided in the ESN that we do Prime every 2 years, so there will be an next edition of Prime in 2013, 2012, 2013. And yeah, we just have to find the funding for that.
So I open up the speaker list. Any questions? Comments? Thank you, Katja.
Okay, this is the next big project, Social Erasmus. So, but now I want to see more hands. Who knows Social Erasmus or has anything to do with it? Amongst one. It's still not all of you, so there's a lot of communication from our side, which still has to be done. Social Erasmus is the next big project for ESN. It's the flagship project actually for ESN for next year, for the framework of the 25th anniversary of Erasmus as well. We got a grant for Social Erasmus from the European Commission as well. The grant is worth more than 100,000 euros. And with the grant we are also I'm employing a Social Erasmus coordinator in Brussels who is working with us. What is Social Erasmus? A national project of ESN, I already mentioned. And its aim is that the international students are also integrated into the local community, not only with the local students, but really with the community. So there are not everyone who's part of the university knows that they're an international student in your city. But what we also want is that you go to the communities, to the elders, to the children, to animal shelters, whatever is possible in your community, and to get really the international students to work for the community and to give something back. Because as an international student, you're hosted by a community, they are welcoming you, they are showing you their culture, they're showing you their country, and you want to give something back to them, of course. So this is actually how Social Erasmus evolved, and as well as that Erasmus had an image of only partying and traveling, and this is not what we want. Erasmus is much more than that. So what can you do after you come back from university, after you get home, except for drinking with your friends or going out or something like that? It was founded in Poland, I have to mention, of course. And as you can see, it was a new era of Erasmus, as I said, because it's also about the social dimension of the whole exchange. And the main sentence we have for Social Erasmus is the enrichment of the society through the international students. This is one of the aims of ESN in general. So this is the aspect, the contact with the local community, international students doing something, taking action, working for the community. The positive effect is very important. Helping the less fortunate, maybe going to orphanages, helping with socially not that secure families, for example, and of course showing also the Erasmi the different parts of the local culture, so that they don't not only see the bars and clubs, but also something else. These are the three main pillars of Social Erasmus. We are dealing with educational activities, activities for charity, and also for the environment. Education, you can see that it's European lessons. I think in Greece, for example, European lessons are quite, they are quite active in that field, as far as I know. And this is what it means. International students go to school or even go to kindergartens, and they show their culture, their language. They teach the children some some funny games maybe. They teach them some music, some small part of the languages. Actually, they can teach them anything they want, just to show them a different culture and to make them aware that there's more than just your city or your country, and you have to see beyond the borders. And they said language teaching is part of it as well. Charity, meaning that the Erasmus students are helping others. It's a lot of different activities are happening here. Very important Santa Claus because Christmas is coming up. So Erasmus students are collecting presents from them or from the community, and they bring them to orphanages or to hospitals or something like that. So that the children really enjoy Christmas and they have fun, and they also have this international feeling for Christmas that they can talk in different languages. They also get taught something from a different culture, and they can be happy about a new toy, about a new game, about a stuffed animal, something like that. The same happens for Easter Bunny, for example, or there's a theater for children. We also have blood donations happening everywhere, visiting hospitals, or even Erasmus painting hospital walls so that the children part of the hospitals looks nicer, and visiting the elderly people. This is just make other people smile. And what else do we have? The environment is the third pillar. This is, for example, activities planting trees. So you reforest a certain area in the country, or sometimes they just collect garbage from the area. Organic farm, Erasmus were helping an organic farm, and they were just planting vegetables. Fire protection happened in Spain, as far as I remember, and the Erasmus students went through in the summer went through the forest, and they were detecting possible dangers for fires, because you know that in the south of Spain it's really, really important that you have a look what can happen, and they were trying to prevent fires in the forest in the south of Spain. What else? There are concerts, barbecues, marathons even, and the Dream Cup, the Soccer Cup. So, what will happen in the future? As I said, Social Erasmus is a new flagship project of ESN for next year. And we want all countries to be involved, so if you have any questions, we also have a smaller session later on. And it's all in the framework of the 25th anniversary of Erasmus. The international coordinator, you can reach the future coordinator. As I said, Marina, the former coordinator, she resigned recently, so we're at the moment looking for a new one. The applications are still open until the 20th of November, so if anyone is interested, you can still apply to live and work in Brussels. And if you have any questions, this email address is going to me at the moment, se-coordinator@finland.org. And very important are these 2 days. 19th and 23rd of May, there's a social Erasmus coordinators meeting, the SEEP meeting in Trondheim in Norway. It's even funded, so you get a certain amount of money back for your flight to Trondheim. And there's a meeting so that RB SEC, we call it, is getting trained on how to organize events, how to do project management, how to motivate people, what kind of activities can you do, etc. All these trainings will happen in Trondheim for 3 days, so that you're really prepared for the whole year. And the second important date is the 4th to 11th of May. This is the Social Erasmus Week next year. All the countries are supposed to organize activities during these days and during this week. So we want to centralize all the Social Erasmus activities. It doesn't mean that you cannot do anything apart this week in May. Of course, we want you to organize things through the whole year. But this is going to be centralized. There are people traveling around, taking a video, making photos, and afterwards it's going to be a video about this whole Social Erasmus Week. There's going to be a book about it with all pictures, etc. And this is really important for us, that you do a lot of activities during this week, because it's a huge press and media coverage. We have a huge possibility here. We will talk about it later in a smaller session, and if you have any questions, go ahead.
I open up the speakers list. Questions? Comments?
Is anyone awake?
Hello.
Yeah, let's go.
Bulgaria.
Do you find already the person responsible to be like the main coordinator of social Erasmus, because before the last one?
As I said, the application process is still open until the 20th of November, so people can still apply until Sunday, it is right? Yeah.
And is the application for the conference in Norway open or not yet?
The registration is not open yet, but we hope that we will be able to open it next week.
So if, I'm sorry, so if the Frenchies are interested and they want, because for example, here we used to have a coordinator of the social refuge program. She resigned and we didn't have contact with her. So if you want to get involved in the project again, should we contact you or just wait until the coordinator is, elected and then?
If it's urgent, you can always ask me, because I'm the main responsible from the IB for the project anyway. And if you can wait a little, the new project coordinator is supposed to start on the 1st of December. But we will probably need some time to do knowledge transfer, etc. So if there's anything, you can always ask me. And if your project coordinators from the countries want to attend in Trondheim, already look for flights, because it's quite expensive to go to Trondheim. Book your flights already and you get reimbursed afterwards.
Previously, we have organized some successful events about Erasmus. We couldn't find any service partnership or service sponsor. How can we use the grants?
You mean how you can get financing for activities? The thing that we want to do for the Social Erasmus Week, it will be certain countries and sections be elected. You have to apply with activities, and then we select countries and sections who will get part of the money for the grant. So it should be, not unique, but something unique, something special from the activities point of view. We have money for, I think, for 10 national and 10 or 20 local activities. It's not that much, but at least we can fund some of it. So then you have to apply. You just write an email to the SE-based coordinator if you want to apply for something. I think it was,
Is the grant only for this social Erasmus week, or if somebody organized something national during the year?
The grant for now is only for the Social Erasmus Week.
Last question. Is it going to be equally distributed between the countries who participate in the social Erasmus program, or it depends on the event that you organize?
As we want all the 36 countries to participate in the Social Erasmus in general, and we only have money for roughly 10 national things, we cannot distribute equally.
They're going to be equal amounts, so they can, basically...
No, it's not equal amount. It's always the same amount.
Any more questions, comments? Thank you very much, Katja.
Okay.
Okay, dear participant of SEEP, I have one more project, Exchangeability, for you. I'll be very fast because I have one movie, so I have just last 3 minutes. So, the Exchangeability is a project that aims at integration young people with disabilities. So it means that every student in European Union and Europe have opportunities to go for Erasmus, and also if the student have some disabilities. So we want to make more open for your Commission, because this kind of people, they need more money which they are going to program Erasmus. It's not like we have our grant, so we are trying to make to your Commission more, to give them more money for them mobilities. You can see the number of outgoing Erasmus students is like 0.09, so it's still a small number, but it's a very important number for us. My goal is 12 ESM countries are working in this project. You can see on the screen. Bulgaria, Czech Republic, and the rest. This project is cooperated with UNICA. UNICA is the union of university of the capital city in Europe. But the second project is without UNICA. This year we have a project with UNICA, and I will show you the movie. So if you have some people in your section, or you know a student in your university with disabilities, so it would be very nice if you will send to email to us and join our team. The main responsible person is Anna. You can see in the middle of the picture, so please send the email to exchangeability@esm.org. And now I will show you the movie.
Hello, my name is Megan. The girl with the green sweater and the red beret, that's me. This busy city behind me under that cloudy sky, that's Brussels, the capital city of Belgium. For me, everything started in this grey, sad-looking building. It's called the Erasmus University. I'm here to make a master diploma at
Hello.
the radio maker, but I never expected it would be this hard. The first day, I felt lost.
So guys, doing the coffee break, okay?
At the university. At 9 a.m. psychology, room 1, floor 2. At 11 a.m. modern literature, room 7, floor 5. Piece of cake, no? But then I met this man is a real hero when it comes to solving student problems. His name is Dirk Kerkhoff and he works as a student companion at the university. He explained me the little secrets of the university schedule and gave me all the information I needed. The first night, I had to sleep on the leaky airbag because the mattress was not included in the rent I had to pay for this week. Big city news, something. After a while, I started to enjoy a nice but sweet breakfast and a 30-minute jogging in the park.
So, any question?
So, I open up the speakers list. Questions?
Can I ask something about the general motivation of the accessibility program? So, promoting accessibility in our section, the general aim is to just inform the students that have some disabilities about the Erasmus program and with what percentage of disability they can participate, or just create, or not just, also create some events in order to help some, like combine social Erasmus program with accessibility program and make some promo about Erasmus at the same time. I don't know if I'm understanding.
Yeah, I understand, but you can do it, no problem. Because all of the projects are very important for ESN and for your commission and your union. So you can do it the exchangeability project with social Erasmus project, no? Oh, it's very similar project, so any comments, question?
Mirka?
Well, it's a similar question, but I want to know if somebody, if some country wants to change the project, what are they supposed to do?
For example, the project with Unica, it was in 4 cities. It was in Bratislava, Brussels, Tallinn, and Budapest, and I don't remember the last one. So it was the project with Unica, so there was the grant. And the main idea was this movie. It showing to people that the students with disabilities have the same opportunities like normal students in universities.
But how do people get to know about this? Because I didn't hear about it in my university, I just heard about it in ESN.
Because our university is not in the Unica, so in the Comenius University they know it.
Okay.
So, and it's different to Unica promo. I guess ESN have a very nice promo for accessibility project.
Yeah. I know that, for example, the German National Agency, they send around the links to the videos to all their universities. So you can ask the National Agency or community university to send around the links to your universities as well, so that they can also promote it and at least show something real. Because people with disabilities are just the same as we are. They're students, they want to learn, they want to have fun, they want to take part in the local community, etc. So we just have to make it possible for them to also attend.
But how does it help people with disabilities? We have this video, and then what?
It's raising awareness. That's the first step. Raising awareness about a problem which exists, and then you can try afterwards, when you're aware of it, then you solve it. And solving means that with what ESN can do, you integrate people with disabilities in your local activities. You encourage them to take part in your parties, in your trips. You advocate mobility. You promote mobility for them as well, and tell them, for you, it's also easy to go on Erasmus, for example. It's possible. It's just because you're disabled, it doesn't mean that you cannot take part in Erasmus, for example. So you integrate them in your local activities and you promote exchange for them as well. So this is how we want to raise the number of disabled people doing Erasmus and getting involved in student exchange.
I propose to close the speaker list. Thank you, Mirko.
I have one more, just very short. The ESN cards we're going to do tomorrow, because you're going to hear more about esncard.org and the ESN card in general. And I have one more. The fourth big project which I wanted to tell you about is the ESN survey. The 2009 edition looks like this. I also have 1 or 2 copies here. The 2010 edition looks like this. There was a report on Evaluate Your Exchange. It was about the financial background of Erasmus students. And what it is, it's a European-wide research project. ESN is doing this every year since 2005. So we have already a lot of surveys. And an average of 8,000 respondents we have per year. And it's one of the biggest regular European research projects. So national agencies, universities taking part, they're promoting it actually, and also the Commission is very proud of it. As said, we were also in the Ryanair magazine with our ESN survey. It was mentioned in there. We have a different theme each year, and this year it's about employability. You can still fill it in until the end of November. And how many respondents do we have now, Fabian?
17,839.
17,000 responses this year. It's an amazing number. There's no other research with so many responses in Europe, I think. So you can thank yourself, and you can also thank other ESN sections, because they're amazing in promoting this survey. That's it.
So I open the speakers list for questions, for comments. So, thank you very much, Katja. So now I would like to welcome Michelle to the stage, who's going to present the Educate project. Hello.
Hello? Does it work?
Yeah.
Yes? Good. Hello. All right, so Educate, which is a great project where we try to educate ESNers and try to put the qualities of the knowledge sharing up in the organization. And tomorrow you will be able to see, experience it yourself. I didn't actually do the slideshow, so I'm just waiting to see what comes up. It's really interesting. It's a non-formal education. I don't know if we talked about this before, but yeah, I think Katja talked about it, so I don't need to mention anything about that. Let me just see, what is, you did, Katja, did you go through all the non-formal educational stuff? You want to hear what non-formal education is? Well, non-formal education You can look at it like this. When you go to the university and you go to a very organized educational institution, this is formal education. We don't actually want to be, a learning organization in that way. We would like to focus more on non-formal education, where it actually is fun to learn and where we can enjoy each other's knowledge in a good way. And this is what Educate is meant for. For what? Yeah. So transferring of knowledge, of course. We would like to train people in the organization and share the experiences. Normally when you see the workshops in ESN, it's mostly presentations. You just sit and you listen and you ask questions. This is different. Educate is a way to involve people actively. That means that the trainer, which in this case would be me, would step back and just facilitate workshops or learning environment. So it's actually you guys who comes up with all the solutions. You show your experiences and you share your experiences and knowledge. And the trainer will facilitate how you will set the settings so you can get the most out of it. And also, of course, making sure that you can actually go home and have learned something, so you won't just go back and then 2 minutes after you will have forgotten. So try to implement some kind of actions where you can, what you want to do with it after you leave the workshop. So tools that you can actually go home and use right away. This is not really very interesting. Yeah, so what do we do? What do we get from it? Well, we will be able. Well, what I will just not look at this and just talk. What we get for it is actually we get a situation where we all these things that we learn within ESN. Many of those things we're not really aware about these things. It's just things that come when you get involved in different kind of activities. For example, doing events and stuff like this. That there's a lot of hidden knowledge in the organization which Educate will help to pull out and focus on. So you actually know most of it, but Educate will be able to set focus on it and visualize it. Yeah, where can you find non-formal education? You can find that everywhere, in community, in organizations like ESN. Youth work in youth organizations, social work, in animation. Who made this slideshow, by the way? So what we actually do, we do a lot of stuff when we involve ourselves in ESN, and we learn through doing stuff. We might not know a lot of things when we start. We have some knowledge about different things, but we will evolve in different ways. That is, knowledge that we develop through the organizational work. Soft skills, communication, conflict resolving, negotiation, creative problem solving, strategic thinking and team building. All these things is things that we can pull out from this organization by involving ourselves and by actually doing educational stuff like Educate. You already know this, you just need to see it more clearly. How much time do I have?
Yeah, go ahead. Go, because after we did Educate.
Yeah, this is some of the examples of where you actually get some of these skills by working in groups and preparing videos, teaching our fellow ESNers. I actually also learn when I go and do workshop for you. I develop myself, and you can do the same. So who will give workshops? Well, first of all, the idea is that we have trainers around an ESN organization that will do the workshop. Right now we are 10 people, and we are available to do workshops. There are still issues with like fundings, but you can always ask Educate trainers to come and do workshops if there's money for it. Of course, it can be done. You can also calculate yourself with inviting a trainer and get really good workshops. And in the end, we would like to have like one main Educate person in each country, and then develop the system more from there. You can also go to the local sections and develop more trainers. Right now we are focusing on a pool of trainers that we can pull the resources from. So in events like this, some Educate person can come and do a workshop. It's also meant to, of course, develop the organization so we actually become, that we focus more on quality and not so much on quantity. And it's also a new way to give 8 countries were represented at this fantastic event. It was really, really a nice week where we learned a lot. From 9 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening, 45 degrees, no air conditioning, but everybody was so motivated that it didn't really matter. And everybody came home with a very great experience and learned a lot. Some of the topics that you go through in Educate is things like self-development, group dynamics, which there's also a workshop about tomorrow. I think it's Emery will do that workshop, right?
We're not sure.
I'm not sure. And motivation, how do you motivate people? How do you approach the whole leadership situation? There are different kind of leaders. Which way should you lead people? Debriefing, which is a very big part of doing workshops and training in general. So all throughout the whole workshop or whatever kind of presentation, you try to get some feedback from the people who are there and try to debrief when you do it and also afterwards. Evaluation and role of a trainer, topics that you go through in the Educate program. You can find more information about the trainers on Facebook, where we often talk and share things when we do workshops. We comment on each other's stuff, so you can go in there and see what's going on. And if you have any other questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. I probably know all the answers. And I think that was pretty much it. Questions?
So open the speakers list again. Mirka?
I want to ask, is your plan to have this Educate project, or what you call it, in every, for example, national, international event? You always have some, it's not called presentation.
Well, it would be really nice to have it in it, but the future of Educate has not yet been set. There will be a meeting next month where we will discuss it in Brussels, talk about the future, how will we approach the development of the project. So it's not set yet.
Does it need to be financed, or can it be done just voluntarily? Because in some student organizations, you know, some people from business, they just come and
I mean, there will be, at some point, there needs to be some kind of funding in it. If we really want to develop this project good and really up the quality, then we need to spend some money on it. First thing is, of course, to take the trainers that already exist and give them more knowledge. We just had a 1-week course. Of course, we need to practice our skills, and that involves traveling, because you can't just do it in your own sections. That's where we do it now, but we also try to see if we can go out and do workshops other places. For example, I was invited to Slovakia to do a workshop in February, but there's of course issues about how will it be financed. One way could be that if you want a good quality workshop, for example, you invite people and you do your calculations, you put it in the budget for a flight to get somebody to do the workshop.
Yeah.
The trainers are those 10 people. I don't want to mention names, but there are from 8 countries, and I'm not sure how the selection procedure was, but there. Yes, it's all ESN members. The trainer is also the trainer who trained the trainers. Lisa is also in ESN. I don't know what the original plan was. I don't think it has all been written in stone yet, so we still have to develop it further and discuss what we want to do with the project.
Mirka?
Well, Lisa, the trainer, have for 2 years, I think, been doing a workshop like professionally within different organizations, youth organizations. I have a lot of experience with doing workshops, so very qualified lady.
And you want only trainers from ESN, you don't
I guess that could be possibly to implement somehow, but of course there is a lot of resources, there's a lot of knowledge in the organization, so first place to look would be a good place to look in ESN. Thousands of people, you know, there are probably well qualified people there to do it.
You know, because there are always companies that like to support such programs, you know?
Of course, it could be very possible to take, for example, take the existing trainers if you want to up the level of them, of the pool of trainers. Do you know, external trainings, of course. We have also started to discuss the possibility of certificating trainers externally also.
Yeah. So I close the speaker list and thank you, Michelle. So now I would like to invite Monica Anja to the stage. And Wilmer too, of course.
Okay, I will come like in 30 seconds because she Okay, Wilma, come on.
Yeah, but we have the
So actually, we will do first Energizer because you all seem a bit tired and feeling siesta. So I would like to ask you to get up, leave your laptops, and paper and stuff. Okay, so you can go to Azure, come to me.
My name is Clement.
Guys, just stand up. We will do a little dance that we did also in our flash mob. That Wilbur will help us because we also taught them. Okay, we taught them in the section meeting. So it's really easy. Just.
project that we are doing in Slovenia. It will be in Maribor. It's a New Year event. And yeah, the slogan is like it's about the end of the world. I'm sure you all heard about that 2012 will be supposedly the end of the world. So what you should do before the the end of the world, you should come and join us with the New Year event. Okay, it's really big. It's actually the first time also that in Maribor different associations, student associations are working together for this big event. So we are cooperating both the ESN sections in Maribor with AEG, with EPECA. This is an organization that was created because of the European Capital of Culture. Maribor Club of Students and ISTA, it's an organization of technical university. So Maribor will be in 2012 the European Capital of Culture, and the idea of the project is like to make an entry of this capital of culture. It will be held from the 29th of December to the 2nd of January. So it will be for 4 days. We are expecting like about 400 people. It's actually like the capacity that we have. We want to get an entire student dorm with just participants of this event. And for the whole program, we can just say like 4 words, that you can expect culture, art, sport, and fun all in one in these 4 days. So about the program, on the 29th of December, of course, first it will be arrivals and registration. We will welcome you very warmly in Maribor. Then, just the first night, we will have international dinner. The ones who still doesn't know the international dinner, you will get to know it tonight. And after that, get to know each other party with some get to know each other games, ice-breaking games. Then the next day, the 30th, will be more like a sport day. We will go to our mountain range, Pohorje, that it's like 15 minutes from the center of Maribor, and where we will have like a winter wonderland. You'll be able to ski, to snowboard, or if you don't want to ski, just to ride sleighs or just make, I don't know, some games in the snow. There we will have also up a little party, and we will stay there till the night. It's really famous in Maribor to have night skiing. It's like all in dark, but the whole hill is in lights, and you have night skiing. And this day we will have also intercultural march. Some of you may know it from IGM. We will go on the streets with our flags, and we will just say to other people about the intercultural like interaction between cultures. And then after, yeah, as we already said about our most famous UV party, you can see it can get really crazy. It's really something amazing that that you definitely have to experience this, because it's something most crazy thing ever, really. And then on the 31st, it will be a bit more about culture and art. We will go to the art gallery of Maribor. Then we will have the city tour, so you will get to know the capital of culture, Maribor. It won't be just a normal city tour, it will be more like an active city tour, like a city rally or treasure hunt, so you will get to know the city and the culture actually on your own with the groups, with some funny games. And then, of course, the New Year's party. It will be like a very special party, because we will actually enter the New Year 4 times. We will have 4 countdowns as the time zones go, so starting from 10, 11, 12, 1 and 2. So, for example, for Turkish people, we will go into New Year at 1. Okay, so we'll have like 4 countdowns. And then the next day, we will be a bit more relaxing, of course, after the New Year's. We will go to spa. That is also very famous in Slovenia. We have a lot of spas, so we will enjoy in sauna and thermal waters. And then the last, like, being together with all the participants, we will go bowling, just like a relaxing night. And of course, in the end, we will have like a farewell kissing party. Okay, and let's say that this should stay as a surprise what it is, the kissing party. You'll just have to come and see it on your own. But yeah, it's for sure worth it. So if you are interested about the prices, it's 150 if you apply before the 5th of December, and 170 if you apply until the 20th of December. What you have included, it's 4 times bed and breakfast, so sleeping and breakfast, then all the entrance and the program.
1 minute left.
Okay. Then lunches, of course, dinner, all the entries in the club, T-shirt, cheaper taxis. We are also trying to have some sponsors about the railways, so we can get you with the trains cheaper to Maribor, and a souvenir from the event. So practically almost actually everything is included. So if you're interested, for sure, I invite you. Really, it will be something really amazing. We are really working hard on it, so you shouldn't miss it. So I hope we see you in Maribor, because you just really have to be there.
Okay, thank you very much. The speaker is open. Any question or comment combined? I propose to close the speaker list. The speaker is closed. Thank you very much. Greek. Italiano? It's okay. You can go. How is working?
So, as your attention is going down right now, we will propose you a nice video.
Is good?
So, here we are, evento nazionale. For a SEEP event. Okay, and here we are. Okay, Italian National Event 2012, 3rd edition in Castalia. Yes. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go.
So after Castalia 2010, 1,700 participants. Right now, Castalia 2011, 2,000, and we don't change the seaside and the place. So we organized the national event again in Catania. Actually, Castalia is a village, Club Med village and Castalia village. There are two villages together, hosting the event for the third year. This is the location. Actually, it's divided in different quarters. Here are some pictures about the venues. And here the services. So we have mini golf, volley and basket, tennis, bowls, grass football fields, supermarket, tobacco boutique, and Olympic swimming pools. What about the dates? From 17 till 20 of May. Only 50 places for international people. So the fee is 150 and included access to the village, free full board, transfer from Catania, that's for free. I mean, when you arrive to the airport or to the train station, you have the free pickup to Castalia village, and then to the second village if we have many people. That's the Club Med village. Then you have also the shuttle to the cultural trips, and animation and security. Then there is the sea shuttle in the morning for the people who want to go to the seaside. T-shirts of a national event, 1 Red Bull, 1 Jägermeister Mignon, and free condoms by Condomix. Only free. 3 days, free condoms. You wanna change more? Okay. Head and transport. Oh, this is the OC actually. Marco Silepi is the head of OC. Then Tino, Adriano, Erika, Nalini, Alessandro, and 25 local members active. Actually, the OC is composed also by other people from Italian sections all over the country, and all really pretty. That's the OC. The transport are flights, ferries, and train. Actually, if you come from abroad, I advise you to fly Palermo, I guess. Palermo by Ryanair is the cheapest one, but you also have other companies like Transavia or Air One is flying to Sicily as well. And most of all, the free pickup from the train station and from the airport. This is the cultural trips. We go to Noto to have a look to the typical Infiorata. That's a national fest in Noto. Is a Baroque style fashion city. And then the other trip will be to Ragusa Ibla, Modica, and Castello and Donna Fucata Castle. Yeah, here's some pictures. Modica is also very popular for the chocolate, actually. And Donna Fucata Castle, also popular for the really good white wine. And then the parties, that's the theme of the parties, white party on Thursday, surprise party on Friday. We can say exchange sex on Saturday, I don't know about it. I didn't have any information. And then snow parties in the afternoon, and after party it's rave, I don't know. Sponsor and partners, as you see, we still have this analcoholic partner, Red Bull, but also Jägermeister, Campari, and Condomix, most of all. And this is the contact. To have, I mean, if you would like to sign up for the event, just contact Marco to the info.en2012@gmail.com or the section of Catania ASE. And of course, our NR, Adriano. Thank you for attention.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Questions?
Speaker is open. Hello.
Do you have any? now maybe I can ask you, do you have any Erasmus back from to your country who was been to the previous event? No? Maybe Pasquale can say something. How was it, Pasquale? Okay.
Okay, any question, comment? I propose to close the speaker list. The speaker list closed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So I would like to invite to Greek national event. Yes.
Hey. Grrr.
Yes. And this is okay?
I see you.
And what is this? Okay.
Την έκανες αλλαγή. Θα θες να μου αλλάζεις τα slides σου. Μόνος μου το κάνω. Καλά. Hello once again. We will present the national event that took place in Crete, one of the biggest, actually the biggest island of Greece, and as you already know, one of the most fun places to be, especially for Erasmus parties. These were like the logo of the event. So this is the YouTube channel that you can visit and see some information, some images of the trip, of the Crete trip which took place in May of 2011. Here you can see the picture. I think we saw the same picture like in the previous presentation. It's like the sea with lots of random Erasmus people. Okay, next clip please. Okay, some basic information about the first actually national event that we ever had in Greece. It took place in Crete, of course, as you can see, the biggest island, with the main OC ESNTA of Crete, like the local ESN section who organized the most of the event, and they really did a good job. We had 190 participants with a total capacity of 400 people, and 10 sections participated, like from all over Greece, and the fee was 95 euros with all the included services that you can see below, like the trips and the hotel with 3 and 4 beds, and the transportation in Crete generally for the single trips we had. It was for included in the price. Okay, the whole idea generally to have the national event in Greece started with some presentations of the main plan in the winter MP we had in Greece, and it was approved, and all the sections agreed, of course, to have some additional participation in the organization of the national event. And as I said before, the local board of ESNTA of Crete was the main responsible to take care of the general organization of the trip. Okay, now we can see now the ESNTA of Crete members that participated. You have seen some names. I'm going to waste time if I tell them all, so you can see them all. The general coordinator was Desmina Vakari, that I met like in this presentation before. And she's the national president. The graphics are Orestis Vlachos, most of you know them. And generally, the budget check was by Desmina Vakari again, and Manos Papadogiannakis, yes. And the sponsors, of course, were Likonrina Mouzaki and the ESN Athens, a web team that participated in this kind of meeting once again. Okay, next step. The registration was, as you can see, online, by using a Google form. Like, it's the most easy way that I can imagine for the registration in these kind of trips. And the payment fee was done in the each local sections in their offices or in the meeting points, they said. And We had like a cancellation policy for financial reasons, clearly, of 15 euro surge. Thursday, meeting and departure from the, yes, in Thursday, the first day, we had a meeting and departure from the port of Piraeus at 9 o'clock. We had some nice sponsorships by Red Bull. So the students were already in the party mood, and they were really happy to participate in the first national event. And Friday, we arrived at Crete. We went to Eluda Beach. It's a very nice place with beautiful women. And we had a cruise to Spinaloga. Spinaloga or Spinaloga? Spinaloga, it's a misspelling over there. It's a very nice historical island of Greece. And we had some free time at the beach and barbecue before departure. It was a really nice scenery. We will see some pictures in the next clips. And we had the sunset party at the Sea of Ipanema in Eluda again. It was like a really memorable student party. See, you can see the pictures here of the meeting in Piraeus. Piraeus is the port of Athens, and you can see the Red Bull can over there. It's like the proof that we had the sponsorship of one Red Bull. And these are the participants, totally 190, but with the ESN of the Crete participants. Okay, next slide, please. You can see some pictures also. There are happy faces and like, actually, where am I? Probably I was sleeping, but okay, whatever. Next clip. You can see the Ouzo also with the Fanta in the middle. Like lots of alcohol, yeah, because we're party animals, of course. So yes, next clip, please. Oh, again, a picture with some alcohol. It's probably Coke, but whatever. And you can see some nice pictures in the sea. It was, to tell you the truth, it was a little bit cold this era, but we had the courage and the nerves to get into the cold sea and swim and have fun, because we are awesome. And one more picture, as you can see, the weather was kind of nice, some more alcohol again, and people having fun again. So next clip. Oh, one more picture, what a surprise. With lots of people like having, is that Jose with the, yes, I think he's Jose with the what, sorry, whatever, okay, sorry. Yes, that was a picture, and the schedule. In the to continue the Saturday, in Saturday we visited the water park. That it was really amazing, because like. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, like it was the water park, the free time party in the gym organized by the Greek. Sunday, we had like an amazing day because we went to Matala Beach. We had some free time. At 5 o'clock, we had a goodbye mojito party at Marinero Beach Bar. And they headed to the port of Crete, departure, and bye-bye. We were awesome, and we had so much fun. You can see some picture of the water park. Everybody was partying now. Some partying. This is one of my favorite events. Like we were having a party in the gymnasium of the ESN Crete. Here, somebody sleeping without any reason. And here you can see some people like enjoying the nice weather in the Crete island. And some like posers trying to say like, hey, I was in the Crete and I was having fun. And okay, the feedback was like a less tight schedule. We had fun, but with less organization, probably less fixed activities such as water park. We needed to have more cultural activities, like also between fun or culture, and more free time to see the city of Heraklion. Okay. Okay, we needed to have some promotion schedule because, as you seen before, we had 400 places and we had only 200 participants. We need.
We'll give you 2 minutes more. So we can
Thanks. Okay, we needed to make a higher bounce in the participation fee. We needed to have more security in the financial budget, and. Because it was very likely to be out of the budget, I think that unfortunately we didn't get out of the budget, so nobody harmed economically at least. One main responsible section. As you can see here, partner of the OC in advance, no participation fee, and always available to help the OC. So that was a national event. I hope that in the next event that we will organize, you will participate, because it would be a pleasure to see you in Greece and party together and drink some ouzo and get drunk. Okay, it fell. And so thank you for your attention, guys. See you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks. I open the speaker list. Any questions and comments? Kadir? Now I ask.
Yes, of course, if you want.
countries like Bulgaria, Greece, Syria, I don't know, somewhere, and then they come back as a tourist and they finish their studies here. They're coming here for 1 semester or even 1 year. So many times we have sections very close to Greece in the western part of Turkey and southwest, and we try to organize some trips to Greece, actually, to the islands. And I was trying to do it with Kostis Yapizakis to Creta, but the companies in Turkey, when you want to learn, because it's really exhausting. Creta is right there, but you have to go to Thessaloniki, and then from there you have to fly. So it's really a good thing. When we want to learn, is there a route to go by ferry? They don't give us the proper information because they want to earn more money.
I know.
Is it possible for you to make a research and then bring the Erasmus students, especially to your national event, and then they will have this chance to come for something specific related to the ESN, and we receive the information and make it annual every year?
Actually, it was a very good statement because it was likely that the same period we are working in this matter in the TI of Piraeus, my university, because we are having some Erasmus students from Turkey. 3 actually. They're not too many, but one is for his internship and 2 for their bachelor. And we had this kind of problem, like they had to go have their resident permit, and generally it was a mess with the public services in Greece. So. As I understood, you propose to make some information list, or not like a survival guide, like some information list just for you guys to know how you're able to join the national events if they're taking place near somewhere in the islands, or.
Find us a way to come from Izmir, cheaper and faster.
Okay.
Okay, guys, you can speak about this later.
Okay, actually yes. I will tell you later. I will send it in Facebook. The non-censor facer. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. People, you can hear me, right? Okay, wonderful. I have this amazing thing in my hand, but nothing on the screen. Well, after all these amazing national events, Turkey is kind of like, I feel nervous to tell you about Turkish national event. Let's hope that you will like it, hopefully, if you can see. All right. Yeah. Okay. To give you some information beforehand, I didn't put it in the presentation, but Turkey had its last national event in 2009 in the southern side of Turkey again. It was in Mersin, organized by ESN CHA. And after 3 years, we want to do it again in 2010 and in 2011. As far as I know, there was no national event in Turkey, at least as much as I can't know that it wasn't really that good one, and I don't think it occurred anyways. So this year, as the kind of national platform was keen on organizing a national event, so I'm gonna give you an information about the idea. Actually, it's not like proposed, voted. It will be voted in January, but it's just the idea, and it will be really nice to have your feedback and your thoughts about it. And let's see, as the international members of ESN, will you be interested with it? Can you hear me, by the way? You can't hear me, but my voice, it's like, I'm sure all of you hear me anyway, so this microphone as well, it's not really working.
So, yep, ESN Turkey 2012 national event that I want to introduce you this time. Okay, 2012 Turkish national event. As I began, it was just an idea that kind of occurred until then. We didn't have a national event since 2009. And then one day, our fundraiser, former fundraiser of Turkey, Emir Güngören, came up with the idea that he said like, hey guys, you know, in one of the meetings, I still remember that day, he said like, we're working a lot, we are doing a lot of stuff, but actually we, as the Turkish people and members of ESN, we have no event, no such national event, especially focusing on us, the members of ESN, that we spend time and enjoy it with Erasmus students. Every time we organize an event, we are like running all around, trying to figure things, but we have no time to enjoy it as well. So, let's have our own national event, and let's work on the feasibility to be done, okay? And then after that, he came with a probable date around April or May, because he's in the military service, but he wants to lead that one. He'll be back after January. And then he says like, let's do this national event in Turkey as well. And we will have some extra activities like Olympic theme, and we will want to involve the street artists and also non-governmental organizations to take part in that. So he made a research, and he came up to one of these board meetings with the national event idea, actually in Olympos, Antalya. As you saw that we will have a lot of national platform section presidents meeting, and also this, our national event, probably we will have it in Antalya as well. As you can see the photos, they are really beautiful, and Olympos is a kind of historical place that is really important for Turkey. It's a real natural beauty. And we will have our accommodations in bungalows and 3 houses. It has approximately 500 people that you can accept. And there will be, of course, some Erasmus students as well, and members of ESN. The planning and the announcement, event to be voted during section president's meeting in January, and the section president's meeting will be in Antalya as well. So we will have a chance, as the members of ESN Turkey, go and see the place, and make some decisions and negotiate with the owners of the hostels and hotels. And then afterwards, we will make it as a proposal to the national platform, and once it's approved, we will have 300 participants around, and also international guests, of course, we will have over there for you to come, and like you will probably have some special discounts in the event as well, because we want more ESN international members in our events, and we want you to discover our country more. And announcement will be done through CNR mailing list, and also in CNR February we are planning to make the presentation of it, so your national representatives and other international members who are in CNR mailing list will inform you about it. And probably and hopefully, if it's accepted by national platform, the registrations will be open on 15th of February. That's it to say for now. I know it was a short presentation, but I can assure you about one thing, that once we make it, guys, believe me, you know, there are 30 sections in Turkey, and Antalya is really like one of our best places. Has anybody been in Antalya before, by the way? Can I see hands? You have been in Antalya? Oh, you see a lot of people in Antalya. They know how amazing place it is, and it would be really cool to see you more in southern side, enjoying the weather when it's like 35 degrees in the middle of April or in the end of April, it doesn't matter, you know. And then you will be with Erasmus students from Turkey, and also spending time with people of ESN. And now it will be good to have your feedback, and you will definitely hear more about it soon. Thank you for listening, and looking forward to see your questions and feedback.
Thank you very much. Speaker is open. Any question or comment on that? Mirka?
I didn't understand what you said. This national event will be mainly for ESN members, or will be also for Erasmus students, or what did you say?
Both. It's actually, you know, to organize such event, you don't need hundreds of people. More, you guys are also experienced with national events. We will, of course, just like the other countries, we will make an organizing committee especially working for that. And our former fundraiser will be the head of it. When he's coming back from the military service, this is the only thing that he will focus. And he's a really, really motivated guy. And I have no doubt he will do an amazing job. And we kind of like, we have open space around 300 people. And we are expecting approximately 70 local ESN Turkey members, and also something like
100 Erasmus students all around the country, and the rest we want to open it to international students. Of course, so far until the national platform can't take a decision, I can't say, takes a decision, I can't say anything concrete. But for international students, we are planning to cover half of their transportation to Turkey, and also like even thinking about making the participation fee free. So there will be a lot of promotions for you to come, because we want you in Antalya and you will be in Antalya. We know that. The venue? The event will be, Antalya is a really historical city with natural beauty. Probably it will begin from Thursday. We will begin to welcome people. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the time there will be events. During the morning we are planning to make the Olympic theme. For instance, in ESN Czech Republic, they're making the ESN Olympics, also in Poland as well, as I know. From them we will get the ideas, and it's already very simple. And also we'll have the cultural sightseeing during the day. And in the evening, there are some clubs over there. And you know, the place, Olympos is a village. And in there is like, there are like 3 bungalow houses. And it's approximately 300 to 500 people that can stay over there, even in summer. So we will cover all of the hotels. We will cover the whole village. And then we will have an activity even on the road. So there will be a lot of night activities. This is kind of a thing. Thank you again.
I would like to invite French section on the stage.
Hello. I'm happy to show you the French national event. It is the first, so it's a baby. It's very new. I'm not responsible of this project, so don't ask me, because I don't have more explanation or details, but you can contact national representative, or I think they are contact at the end of a presentation. So you can go. Ah, okay. So the concept, organization, and what about RSNLs? Sorry for my accent, actually. Okay. It's the first time in France. Not a lot of Erasmus students, but I think it's good. 400 to 600 Erasmus. From 25 to 29 April on the French Riviera, Côte d'Azur, in the south of France, for less than 2,000 euros. So, an ESN event à la française. Visit trips like Monaco, Cannes, Montpellier, Lérine, culture, parties, contest, and optional activities. This is the OC. So, Dom, Lara, Martial, Romain, Mika, Elodie, Anthony, François. You can participate to the event. 50 places reserved sorry, for you. Pre-registration possible. It's 28 November, so it's soon. Check the ESN newsletter. Thanks for your attention, and now I can show you the first video. carpets.
Welcome to Central Bank. Stay high, high up like a la la la. Ain't nothing here that my money can't buy. Dolce, Gucci, and Louis V. Yeah, so big I could live in the state. You for real, you can't see me. It is your frames, the whole world changed. Man, picture so much wrong. Feeling like I don't wanna talk that home. Get that brain in my very best car. Ferrari V12 Murano on my arm. Ladies can't resist the charm. Haters, get the ring on the tongue. And we do this all day. Welcome to Central Bank. Central Bank.
Any question? Do you want a question? Okay, the speaker is well, so.
Sorry, but I haven't more detail or explication.
I'd like to go.
Yes.
Do you know where?
Yes.
Do you want questions?
They will talk about it.
Yeah. So, guys, now we're going to have the coffee break, so it's just going to be outside. And then for all of you that need confirmation for payment for this event, you can get it from Jihan during the coffee break outside. And guys, most importantly, we're on time with the agenda as well. We will start again in 20 minutes to continue with the small sessions.
Ciao. Monica. Ora me ne koristimo ti. Ona ne gleda nego vraću. Ajde, idemo da pušimo. Idemo da sakamo. Sak. Bandaž. Bandaž?
Yeah, I can write 95, I can write extra transfer fee and 10 euros in
We have half left. We have more some yes, but yes, we have by numbers.
Sorry for the mistake, it was last minute, so...
We made a mistake?
Yeah, the section points wrong.
No, because actually I still don't know. Because we had some problems with one and then our IT guy just...
Well, with the domain name or with the whole... The server. But not necessarily Italia 1. Roma 3.
Siena 1.
Siena and Rome.
But we will remain. Except Mateusz, I have all.
Okay, he took it, but I have 18. Let's go to see in the planner room.
You can go to planner room. Actually,
guys, I'm going to start. While they're trying to raise the sound, I'm going to explain the movement. First, you start with the ESN movement. It's going like this. And then you go the sauna movement. And then clap, clap. Then you continue with the slapping movement. And then you do the Swedish doggy style. And then clap, clap. And then pumping. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Remember, so every time here, you can count Maslak 1, you have to dance this. You gotta do it today. Yeah? Euro dinner one. What?
Estás pronto para essa E aí, só, né?
So guys, can you come here please? Please.
Okay, hello. I guess the people in the back don't want to. Hello. So you're well energized after the little dance. Exactly the right introduction for the responsible party workshop. So, who has heard of responsible party before? hands. Excellent. For those who haven't heard of it, and for those who need a refreshment of their memory, Responsible Party is a pan-European campaign across Europe, in order to raise awareness among students about responsible drinking and contribute to the reduction of excessive and inappropriate consumption of alcohol among youth. So far, actually, this number has already been outdated because this presentation was before all the regional platforms. The other regional platforms already responsible parties, and there will be one tomorrow as well. So there have been a couple of responsible parties already been organized in more than 17 countries, and more than 23,000 European students have been reached by this campaign. Now you ask yourself, why is ESN involved? Of course, because we care about the students and want them to have fun safely. It is to advise students about alcohol consumption. We all know in ESN, part of the party thing involves drinking a lot of times. It is also because we want to add a responsible dimension to the ESN social activities. And of course, it's also to develop a positive public image. It can be used to improve the relations with the universities and higher institutes of education, with student unions and so on. And it's one more service that we can offer to our exchange students. And as you will see later on, it's very easy to integrate with the existing parties. There's not much extra effort. So, what do? You are visible by wearing the Responsible Party t-shirt. I think you have an example here? No. Okay, on the next slide you will see them, and also tomorrow, of course. And what do? So you walk around and talk to students about the responsible drinking. You demonstrate on how to use the breathalyzers. You distribute information and flyers, and you can also promote the website and promote drinking soft drinks and water. And yeah, it goes without saying. I mean, you're an example of partying responsible. Yeah, it kind of sounds hypocrite if you go and you're already wasted and say, don't drink too much alcohol. Yeah, you should be a good example, not a bad example. Yeah, so there's a toolkit for you ready to be ordered. There's plenty of things. There's a little highlighter, stress balls, condoms, and of course also breathalyzers and bracelets. There's posters and flyers, and I think we will also have a video that if the club has screens that you can show. Here you see the t-shirts. So for the ambassadors, for those who go and talk to the students, these are the t-shirts that you will be wearing. You will also get these bags full of these gadgets that we're talking about. This is the website. And here are some pictures of previous responsible parties. This is from the Scandinavian Christmas party. And you can see the interaction with the students, and you see the team that was the ambassadors. Here you see pictures from Ibiza. There was also a responsible party at the last Ibiza event. You know about Ibiza, right? Yes, of course. You guys distributing water. Also very important. Now it's water. There is also a good example, a free shuttle to go back from the place, so that you don't go and drive drunk. Or, yeah, the students, you shouldn't be doing that. So, now we come to the more interactive part. Who has organized the responsible party? No, a party under this label. Okay, still a lot of hands. Excellent. Yeah, you were from SEEP, of course. Yes. Yeah. How was it? Can you share a bit your experience?
I think as I had feedback, I was on a party, but it seemed to be really recognized, and that was even a very big, it depended on the ambassadors, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If they are talkative, if they are active during the party, that's the most important thing to make it successful.
Mm-hmm.
And it was okay.
What does successful mean, though, in this case?
Like, what's your feeling about it? Were the targets sort of reached? Did the students learn about not drinking too much? Did they drink water in between, and so on?
It was like that the selection in front of the doors, they didn't let the wasted people in.
Ah, okay.
So that was the first point that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Although it was 10, so everybody was like, oh, okay, we're on set, why can't be a 10 o'clock? But the rule is the rule. And before we had the Trump party, it was even harder.
Yeah. Did you tell the people before the tram party that they? Okay.
No, actually, this is one of the rules that before a responsible party, you should not be organizing an official yes and free party. But we really wanted to do something at SEEP, and we had no choice. It was more of an exception.
Yeah, it's an unlucky example in that sense.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. It's supposed to be interactive. You know, you can ask whenever.
So you have a condom in your gadgets.
Yes.
Why is it there? What do you do in case you need something? Yeah, but it's one condom. What you need more? Just show it.
Oh, the bag is full of condoms.
But at least it's better one than nothing.
No, of course. I mean, I showed just one example of each. There won't be just one breathalyzer at the. You know, you get a whole bag of things.
You give it to the participant.
Yes, you give it to the participant.
Yeah.
It's a gadget that
You distribute it.
Yeah.
I'm curious about one thing.
Not everybody at the same time.
Here who have been in NBM Helsinki last year? NBM Helsinki? No. Last year when we were in NBM Helsinki, actually that was the thing I told yesterday to some of my friends. There was a party in Tivoli organized by the OC, and in this one they gave us some little cards that was saying like what to do when somebody had an alcohol coma. You know, it was saying like make the person dissolve, like do this to the bag, and then give some water, let him or her sleep this night, blah blah. You know, a little card that you can keep in your wallet. Is there something like that that is used for responsible party? I think this was a really good idea, for instance.
we don't have it for, let's say, accidents, but we have developed something that I will distribute to you now. This is like a BAC, blood alcohol content estimator. So this is mostly from driving to know the limit, but it also helps you to know how much alcohol there is in your blood after how many drinks, if you, depending on your weight, on your size, if you have eaten something or not. It's useful information about responsible drinking.
I'm not studying engineering, and the second thing is, 2 weeks ago, my little cousin, when he was eating almonds, the almond has been to his lungs, and we didn't know what to do. So, what I want to say is that when same thing happens to my friend when he has alcohol coma, honestly, this thing will not be useful. The level of alcohol in the drinks, how much you should drink, etc. It would be good in responsible party to know what to do practically in the emergency periods after somebody is drunk. Post drunk situation, position is also something that responsible party should care.
Yeah.
But you have something like this as a student association ready? I mean, I think Damien told me that in France they are obliged to have this type of trainings as student organization, as parties organizers.
Yeah, in Switzerland, if you organize a party, you also always have to have a first aid person dedicated for that. But of course, it's a good idea. But the idea of the responsible party is to not get to that point at all. You know.
That's true.
You know, we try to get the people to stop before they reach that. Yeah, go ahead.
So responsible party is like, they can drink alcohol, right? But you advise them to drink water, eat something in between.
Yes. Yeah, the point is not to say, alcohol is evil and we don't want to drink at all, because that would be hypocrite. We drink ourselves as well. But the point is to tell them not to drink too much and know their limit. And if you overdo it on a regular basis, it's also called binge drinking, then that's really dangerous and bad for your health.
So maybe when
and you end up.
Students, the next day they have to go to school, then they can, like if they want to party and drink.
Yeah.
As much so that they can attend the club, maybe.
Yeah, that's like a good rule of thumb. Also on a weekend, you should not drink more than you would on a weekday when you go to class the next morning. Depends on the person, of course. Yeah, I think Wilmer was the first.
Okay. I was in two responsible parties, one in Finland and one in France also. And I think the best thing they do was to advise people to take public transportation when they go to the park. And also they distribute this bracelet for the driver, because the driver is supposed not to drink, at least not drink alcohol, but just soft drinks or so. So it would be also nice to promote free drinking for the driver, like a free soft drink for the driver, or free water inside the bed. Yeah. This one is very, very good, because you probably know, but in Italy at least, the second cause of death for the young people is the
car accident. Yeah. And mostly after drunk driving. After drunk driving.
Yes. So this is crucial. I mean, this is the main motive, in my opinion, for the responsible party.
It's interesting what you say, because that's what we wanted to put in the food. There's a designated driver system, and then help these people to drink the soft drinks. But we realized that with ESM parties, you don't have a lot of people to drive the car during that party.
Yeah.
So we had to adapt it, and finally we are not really using it. But I know in Italy it's a very special situation, and that's why Nordica Italia proposes shuttles, the branded shuttles, especially for the big events, that they drive back home students safe. To have the reflex that when you drink you don't drive, so either take a bus or you find another way to get home.
Yeah, but process is always a good idea for the next time, because you can find, because you just have the kind of issue in your mind for the next time, and you don't
Yeah, in any case, the responsible parties, you need to adapt them to your situation, because all over Europe, the drinking habits and also the law about alcohol consumption and alcohol serving as well is very different. For example, in Sweden, they're not allowed to sell alcohol to drunk people, and they're not allowed to, or they are obliged to serve free water. And in Sweden, the law for alcohol is pretty strict, and they hold to it. They don't serve you alcohol when you're drunk, obviously. In other countries, there's this law as well, and the bartender doesn't care. So.
the southern countries like Italy, laws are very tolerant.
Yeah, exactly.
Alcohol tolerance. And one real thing as well in the department, this is discussion, is information materials about your weight and also about your sex, because nobody, I mean, you also have to know that your alcohol absorption and alcohol level depends also about your sex, your weight, and your metabolism. So that's quite important. This is not the same. If you, Fabian, 2 meters tall, drink 1 beer, it's not the difference that again. I mean,
Yeah.
So it's very good. It's medical information.
Actually, I think it's a useful tool when you are ambassadors to engage with students, because sometimes during the party it's not really easy to talk to students about this topic. So if you give them this, you can show how it works and explain things, and I think it's a good way to start talking to them.
I think you were first and okay. Yeah, you were first and then yeah.
Actually, we started for the party like a year ago. We were actually Fernand Ricard and he supported the party because Fernand Ricard the last one that us for the responsible party.
Sorry, from what country are you?
Greece. So we did have our responsible party. Even they asked the ambassador some from the students like the ESN, so they have a personal contact with the Erasmus.
That's the point.
Yes. At the beginning they would talk to the ambassador going to be someone else, someone from the students, so it was like someone from us. Even though giving the material and informing the people was really important, and that was done in the beginning of the party, like when people were coming, the people with the t-shirts and stuff were informing the people. The one thing that was not really, I think, successful in the point was that there was a leaflet with some measurements and like a small survey that people from the parties feeling, and it was a bit difficult to
a survey.
Yes. Yeah, and it was a bit difficult to have like because they told us that they need a number of surveys to fill during the party, and it's difficult to convince someone to start writing a paper during the party.
But you know, it's funny what you say. In theory, you are right. But I was at the SEEP party, and I had hundreds of pictures where people were just jumping on ambassadors because they wanted to answer the survey. I don't understand why. Maybe the ambassadors were very popular.
Can I interrupt? I haven't presented Agnieszka. So you're always answering as well. Maybe you want to present yourself. Then to understand better what yeah.
I work for Pernod Ricard, the company who initiated this campaign, and ESN is of course our main partner. So I'm traveling from one regional platform to another to talk to you, to listen to you, to your suggestions, so we can improve the program and make it more successful, and of course help you. So that's why I'm answering questions and asking more information. I need that.
Sorry for the small confusion. Yeah.
Yes, so that's true. The thing with the survey, of course, the party is not the best place to start filling in a survey. It's not very long, it's one page, but still, it's not very long.
Like, it would be easier if there was like a link, like
there is a link. We have it,
and
but
you can just share it afterwards, like after the party, you can just share it on the Facebook event, and you can like invite people that they have opinion party to put in the survey afterwards, so the result of the survey will be more like accurate on what happened. Because when you are giving it, maybe like in the beginning of the party, like in the middle of the party, maybe it's not like.
that's true, and actually it's something that you can adapt. If you don't feel that it will work well during the party, and you are sure that if you send around an email with the link or you put it on your Facebook page, people will answer to that, fine. For me it's even better because then the results go directly to a software. For us it's easier to analyze them because then we have to do it manually if we have it on paper. But I can tell you that, for example, Czech Republic, where responsible party works very well, I proposed to them to use the online version, and they said no, because the ambassadors wanted to have this piece of paper as a pretext to talk to students. So it really depends. It's how you feel it. The thing is that at some point we need a certain number of surveys to know what students think about it, and if it has any influence, how we can improve it, etc.
And the last point is that apart from, because we were asking to put like a link on our website, but I wanted to put some more information concerning this on the website. The woman responsible for this, they sent me an email with with like 16 pages of your text. So it would be really not like fascinating for someone to read a page that was such long. So I asked for a short version, so something that I could put in our website. And finally, in the end, I just put the link for the responsiveparty.com. But I couldn't find something that actually someone can have some small figures concerning like small things or small facts concerning I don't know if there's something available.
Actually, the party you had in Greece, it was 1 year ago. So since then we have improved a lot of things. So we have just a new brochure that I have it also in a PDF version that I think you will be from the international sending around after all the platforms anyway. But I have it for you here. So here you have the main information about the program, how to implement it, some tips, etc. And if you want, you can put the link of the electronic version on your website. And the website is also improved, so now you have more updated information, which is also useful.
What's next?
Yeah, I wanted to share our experience in Ukraine. I'm national representative of Lithuania, responsible for finalizing internal requirements. We did one party, it was not the capital, it was in the second city. I wouldn't call it very successful because it was our first try and both sides were not very sure how to do it. We distributed, for example, those surveys at the entrance and it was impossible to get them back. The volunteers had to run and like, I give you no, they were all before. So now we are going to organize after the previous other responsible party, which is going to be our national event. We're going to include it. We are planning to make a stand and those who want to come to our table and they will fill out in the club, and then we would like to distribute the beer. We have two problems faced with Bernard Ricard and organizing part of Lithuania. First of all, me, as from ESTANBUL side, I do not understand how those PR materials are made, who pays for them, because it seems in Lithuania that they are not very well financially supported, because they talk to me like, well, last year we gave you 10 t-shirts. Oh, where are they? We gave you. You cannot expect that our volunteers will, they are volunteering with like a report. They will not give those t-shirt bags, and I told them I will not collect. I may collect the bags, maybe the caps. It's not the t-shirt. And so for this year they ordered 10 t-shirts. And they expect more than one party forward. I'm working also on the budget side, so I hope it will. Also, for example, for these PR materials, I don't know, should I negotiate and what amounts should I tell me for the party? Because it's always absolutely on the discretion of Bernard Ricard. And for example, the last party, they really gave so little souvenirs that basically at the table there was nothing to.
Actually, what happens is that I coordinate the project for whole Europe. So I'm buying all these materials, etc. But then it goes on the affiliate budget. So Veronica in Lithuania is a very small affiliate, so they don't have a lot of money for this type of project. But this I will try to fix it. For example, so what you can do is, what is very important for them to know and for me to know, is how many people will be there at the party, because that's how we can know how many gadgets we can distribute. And then just advise them, suggest them for what you think would work, or tell them directly, I don't want the balls, I only want highlighters, because I know my students won't be interested.
I'm not very sure you know what the PR material we will get, because they said they ordered, but they didn't tell me how they ordered and what will I get. When I asked what we would get, just, well, didn't you get the training from Bernard? Well, I can get for the training then.
No, so I will make sure.
The thing is, like, the first part we plan to do is going to be national event in the resort city, 150 people. But if we plan to do the capital, it will be 400, 500 people, if not minimum. The second problem with the Bernard Ricard, with the responsible parts we're facing, is if we want to organize in the capital, because right now organizing the resort city will take our 150 students to a trip, and we will make a party just for them. So they will have no choice where to go because it's a village. But in the capital city, we had a huge competition. There's all Erasmus companies which are trying and like doing everything for the Erasmus attention. So then we have a name responsible party, and then we have the competitors sex change party, Erasmus sex change, Erasmus love party, and stuff. And so I was trying to explain for Bernard Ricard, perhaps we could modify at the name, keeping the responsible part, And we were thinking within our discussion in ES and Lithuania, for example, responsible party pressure, something like this. And the parent department of Lithuania did not exactly understand. Is it true that the students don't like the name of the party? Well, in Lithuania, students don't like this responsible party. If you ask for Erasmus, where do you want to go? Responsible party in the capital city, like in the old town here, or you want to go to the exchange party here? So I don't know. Can we modify?
Yeah. What you can do in this case, I think, is you don't have to announce the party as a responsible party as such. You don't have to.
I mean, if for you it's complicated, don't do it.
Yeah.
And then you just organize whatever party, traffic light party, or
Yeah.
another theme, or your Christmas party, or
Yeah.
national party, and then you provide the materials,
Yeah.
distribute
Yeah.
fertilizers.
You don't have to call the party responsible party. You can call it whatever you want when you advertise for the party, and then during the party, you have the ambassadors that do the responsible party.
Because actually, okay, we
Yeah,
started
but
this initiative, but the aim is that for you as party organizers, it becomes something usual that you do not at every party, but it's something you think about every time you organize a party. Of course, it will be done in the very long term, so this is only the first step, but of course, you don't have to advertise that. It's good to say that it will be a responsible party, so that you can say there is a website so people can go and read things about it, etc. But if for you it's a problem, don't do it.
The thing is, like, we have weekly parties in the capital city. Yeah, few months we have overcrowded our shop, and even students don't come anymore because it's too crowded. So we could make it every week actually, but with the attitude of Bölüm, we need a peer material and issues.
No, it's not feasible to do it
every week. So
Yeah.
it means we
Do it once every beginning of the semester, or once or twice.
Special big event where it can be really impactful. I mean, I
Okay.
would say do it twice, can do it 5 times,
Yeah, thank you very much. This is the end now, because we have to continue. The chairs are already kicking my ass. To sum it up, if you are doing a responsible party and you are the ambassador, be a good example. Contact your NR for more information.
Olun diyor. Sabahtan böyle yardım ama yani burada sabahtan bir
You're crashing someone else's party. That's not nice. Then you can amplify that.
Usually every responsible party
That's what I mean. But every party, someone is organizing. You don't find the person that's responsible. Like that. Or then you know, if you're organizing party, you have some guys coming in. I'm sure you can come up with
Ja,